wife and I are hiking up the Rankin Trail in the Black Hills of South Dakota. And as we came to the summit of the hill, we noticed this lookout tower here, which was built decades ago for rangers to go up there in the top of the tower and watch for fires out there in the distance. Catch them when they're little smoldering fires and put them out before they turn into big blazes that are very difficult to control. As I stood here and admired the structure, I thought, there's a major metaphysical lesson here to take home from the positioning of this tower. As you can imagine, it's on the top of the highest hill around here, so that the ranger can see the furthest distance away and catch the most potential problems brewing out there. Well, likewise in life, we should keep our thinking in a very high place so that we can catch things going on around us before little problems turn into big problems. I've learned in Christian Science that a high place to keep my thought that helps me do that is to remember that there is perfect God and perfect man. That's the ultimate truth about this universe that we live in. And anything that deviates from that standard is an opportunity to pray and improve it until it gets nearer to that ideal of perfect God and perfect man. It's all about keeping our thinking in a high place. And it can bring a lot of healing into your life and prevent a lot of problems from turning into big problems. You can catch them when they're little problems and put them out, just like these rangers did with these little fires before they became big fires. For instance, here's a couple of ways it works. Let's say you're a mom or a dad taking care of children at home, and your standard for that child is perfect God, perfect child, right? God gave you that child, and it's a child with a wonderful attitude and a good outlook on life. That is a part of every child of God. But let's say one morning one of the children are grumpy or critical or have a complaining attitude. Well, rather than just ignoring that and letting it grow into something worse, you would immediately catch it because it wouldn't conform to your standard for that child. And rather than letting it grow into something bigger, you can immediately start to pray about it and know that this isn't the true disposition of my child. God gave me a child who's patient and forgiving and kind and caring and compassionate. And it's likely that your prayer will help turn the attitude of that child around and more of their God-given nature come out. Healing happens. Or likewise with your health. When your standard for health is perfect health, if there's ever an ache or a complaint of the body, rather than ignoring it and maybe letting it just turn into something bigger later on, it'll immediately stand out to you because it won't conform to your standard for health. And you'll see it as an opportunity to pray about it, to get a clear understanding that no, God created you a healthy being, and God gives you everything you need to live pain-free, trouble-free, to stay healthy and strong and manifest God in action in everything you do. And that type of prayer will make those aches and pains go away, and you'll continue walking down the pathway of life healthy and strong. Don't let your thinking ever go down into a valley of despair or discouragement or a material point of view that really doesn't get the big picture. Keep your thinking up in a high place, up on that mountaintop of truth, of that perfect God and perfect man, and you'll be able to see out a long way. And if there's a smoldering fire out there somewhere near your experience, you'll catch it right off and be able to put it out with your prayer and prevent bigger troubles from developing in the future. Remember to stay in that lookout tower of spiritual truth, and I think you'll find your life running much smoother over the long run.